You?
I'm fine.
My name is Martin. What about you?
I'm calling it.
I have some questions here. Are you ready to answer?
I'm very ready to answer the
The,
questions.
the first question. In Kenya, we are heading up to the August election. How can you advise the upcoming president about the economy of Kenya?
Well, it's a very good question, first of all, and I appreciate for having me here today to have an interview with you. So, first and foremost, I would like to be grateful to be a Kenyan. Then, one thing we are facing, I want to first of all talk about the economic domain and the problem, some of the puzzles or circumstances that we are facing in Kenya today. But with that, it includes inflation. What it has been, and I normally talk about inflation most often because it has become a chronic pandemic that even the politicians have been defeated to tame it. So one of the things I would advise the president of the Republic of Kenya to do, we have different types of controlling inflation. We have monetary policy, we have fiscal policy. And if they have tried fiscal policy and it has refused to work, they should try monetary policy. If it refuses to work, then they should go to kind of replicate what the international financial institutions is doing to tame inflation. So the first thing I would do to advise when I'm chosen to ask as a manager to advise the president, who is the chief executive officer of the country, what I do is to first of all to encourage. The only one way to tame inflation in any nation is to encourage entrepreneurial culture. It is just to support them. That should be one of the most pivotal role of the government when the president is willing to help entrepreneurs and MSMEs, which we call micro, small, and medium businesses. By helping those people, revenue will be generated and a lot of work will be, even employment will be generated. So you have that business for income and equality income distribution. So, and also youth should be supported. So this is one of the most vital areas that I advise the president to do year after election.
Okay, the second question is this. That Kenya, we have a very, very huge debt of
Yes.
around 3.3 trillion. How can we cope up with this debt, and how can you advise the country on methods on how we can pay the debt
Yeah,
as a country?
we are having, right now we are having around a debt which is 2 billion US dollars. And as it progresses, just increasing with exponential trajectory. So what we need to do is we should, first of all, I can advise those political activists who are claiming that they want to vie for the top seat in the government to have a strategy on how we can solve this. And one of the strategies that normally encourage the CEO of the country, the government, to do is to identify our stronghold product that we can export. If we export that product in large quantity, we make sure that in the balance of payment disequilibrium, we face surplus within our country. If we face surplus within our country, we can export some of the products that we produce within our country. And one of the things that we can produce in large quantity in this country is agricultural products, because if we're based on industrialization and development of industries, we are lagging behind in that sector because of lack of raw material. So what we need to put into consideration is something like agriculture, which will be lucrative, and we should also make sure that we have frank leaders and we have frank financial advisors who will help the government at large so that we help to tame this corruption. A country with corruption cannot prosper. So one thing we need to fight as Kenyans and as government cannot fight it alone. They need the public. So one of the things introduced to fight corruption and also to identify the stronghold and product that we can calibrate and see that we are producing maximum.
Okay, that's a very good answer. The third question is this. As you know, you are an economist.
Yes.
And as an economist, you should have a vision for the future generation. What do you expect for the future generation or the future kids to come in terms of the high rise of inflation which is just experienced in our country and also the overseas now? What do you expect as an economist, and what strategies can be made to cope up with this inflation?
Well, inflation has become, as I told you earlier, has become a chronic problem worldwide. It's a global problem. It's a cosmopolitan problem. So what really we need to do as Africa at large, we should not focus just on Kenya, but we should focus on at Africa, so that if we improve on Africa, we will develop the footprints, we will develop the global footprints, and we will have that conspicuous notification towards coming up with economic development. So my advice to help the future generation, or rather our progeny, or rather our heir, people who are going to inherit what we have, is that they should come up with innovations. So coming up with innovations, entrepreneurship is a very broad field. So what I normally want to see in the country, we should have incumbent economic growth with that fixed mind of development, advancement in technology. Because technological revolutions has become a de facto terms, because you find that today you are interacting with this platform, tomorrow someone will enter this platform. So that kind of guidance is what we need to focus on. So we should focus on long-term strategies, long-term goals. It should be part of our strategic plan. So part of our strategic plan is to come up with new inventions. So new inventions will help young or youths come up with new ideas. And those new ideas will help them to kind of burst their hope, so that they go outside there and see the potential opportunities that they can venture into.
Okay, the fourth question is about why do we have many youths, despite of them being learned and they have degrees and also others have masters, being unemployed in Kenya?
Well, it's a very good question. Youths, a lot of people are learned, and they have that high technology in the field of academia. But you see the problem with Kenya. Let me talk about Kenya, because that's where we are found.
Yes.
That's what I mean. Because that's where we born. It's our home. So one of the core reasons as to why youths are employed today, one, we have political instability. Number two, and I'll talk a little more in details. I'll highlight a bunch of things concerning each and every point that I need here. So, political instability, that's one. Inflation, two. Number three is lack of insufficient manufacturing industries in Kenya. So, just to say the epitome of both the point that I've highlighted there is that when I start with political instability, you find that there's a lot of leadership rampant, and there's a lot of adamant leaders that are kind of found in Kenya, and they're mostly focusing on politics instead of focusing on economic development. So the government is full of charlatans, or people who don't have that aspiration to change. But if you find somebody who is just frank and has that mindset of change and can be able to transform our economy from where we are today, to tame inflation, to tame corruption, to fight against any bad thing that is being practiced in the government, That one can be a charismatic leader that can transform our economy from where we are to the next level. If we go to inflation also is a very wide and broad problem that we are facing in Kenya at large. But we are waiting to see if the incoming president, we are having an election, so we want to see if the incoming president can impose some legislative measure or we litigate some policies that will turn inflation so that we encourage proliferation in the country. When you go to, what was the fourth factor? What was the fourth factor? If you are keen? Okay, you can proceed. We'll explain it.
So the fifth question is about perhaps Kenya is not in capability of paying the debt. As you know, Kenya is one of the third world countries.
Yes,
Kenya,
that's
and is among the developing countries.
it is.
So perhaps it is not in capability of paying the debt. What can be done, and what do we expect should be done so that we may come out of this stability and this problem of borrowing money from China's and other countries like the supernatural country and the superpower America. So what can be done so that we may come out of just that borrowing that we depend on our own as a third world country?
Well, our country is dwelling more on external borrowing, and the International Monetary Fund and other financial institutions is a bit tired of borrowing. So it's right now we focus on self-independence, and that's the reason as to why we gained our independence in 1963. We should have free economy. We should have free economy. We should not. Okay, planned economy is also well, but we should diffuse in free economy whereby customers, there's that mutual interaction between the government and the customers. If the customers and the government are in good terms, there's no any exploitation that will be done because we have that perfect competition between farms. We find perfect competition that exists between farms. We encourage creation of good products. So that's the one way of solving some of the petty issues, big issues that we have in Kenya. So external borrowing, what we should do is to impose policies to those government officials. The policies that can clearly say that or highlight that somebody or the signatories that exist in that paper when they are going to request for any loan from external financial institutions should have strict measures in such a way that the president should not be just the only one kind of diffused person or somebody who has a lot of authority to go and request for loans there. It should involve the public.
Yeah.
So if it involves the public, it will have a prolix procedure, and the president will retire and will not go to request for loan. We'll focus on our own indigenous crops and indigenous development. Then that will help the country in the long run.
Thank you for listening and answering questions.